Hello everyone. It's been 14 videos or a few months since I started this whole journey around documenting first the 10-year roadmap around like how I want to evolve, um, or like the things I want to focus on in the next 10 years. And then like these videos have been a good spot where I get to speak my mind freely for the most part. So we have, as of last weekend, I have put down um, the roadmap, right? Like the 6 themes that I'm focusing on, and then what does the success, or what is it that I'm focusing on in every specific aspect of it. So as we are moving to the next part, right? Like one part is just laying down the roadmap, and next one is the execution. I feel like execution is usually the tough part, where um, you can have all those pretty plans, but uh, the actual struggle is around like walking the talk, and I feel like that's the phase we are moving into uh, uh, soon, right? So as that is happening, I've been pondering about like how frequently do I want to post about it. So I'm still thinking. I don't think I've made up my mind on how I want to structure like the 10-year roadmap. Like, does it continue as a weekly thing? Does it move on to a monthly or a quarterly, where I just give a brief update about the things that I was focusing on, and then get to a place where I'm talking about uh, where I am at, right? So that is one of the thoughts which I'm flirting with right now. I'll do one more video in that series in over the weekend. But apart from that, I feel like I do not have a strong plan or idea that I'm married to for now. So like that is one of the uh, ways I'm thinking of like pivoting or updating the cadence on how the video gets out. So maybe over the weekend I'll have a proper idea, or like any specific concept that I feel like I want to go ahead with. So with having said that, while I was working through all this, right, like um, I was thinking about the various life experience that we go through, right? It was probably eighth or ninth grade. I had just moved to a new place, and we had started a new school. So uh, I was like, every school has its own craziness, and then I was learning the way they would work, and it was not very different from what I was already doing. Um, I specifically remember um, an Marathi teacher, Kanchan ma'am. She was amazing, and like there's this story, like even before I go into the story, right? Like, usually, at least when we were in school, like reading comprehension was a big part of like learning the language, right? So we did all English, Hindi, and Marathi, and then what we would do is like, be it poems or any specific chapter or a story. Uh, Sometimes teacher would just have us read a paragraph and then just move to the next person, right? Like that was one way to, like, looking back, I feel like that's one way to just build confidence speaking in public, or just be uh, gradually like being confident enough to just read something in front of everyone, and then just and probably it was just easier for the teachers also to control the class, uh, because like they're probably hearing the same stories all the time. They pretty much know it by heart. But yeah, like that is something which was a norm, and I don't specifically remember if it was ninth grade or 10th grade or both, or a combination of eighth or 10th, ninth or 10th, but it doesn't matter. Like it was few years. I had a classmate who uh, who would not speak like when we would be going through that section, right? Like where you're supposed to like read a paragraph and sit and move on to the next person, right? Like she usually got a free pass. And again, like I was not in the school for a very long time to know the context or any history behind it, but I just remember like whenever it was her chance, like it was like it was a shared understanding across board that you just skip to the next person. Like she got a free pass where she didn't have to do it, right? Like uh, usually kids would just look forward to like the naughtiest kid and then just tease them or do whatever. Like kids are weird, we were weird, or we were no different than other kids. But at least with her, it was always like a shared understanding across the board. You just skipped until one day where we were in Kanchan ma'am's class, and then she is doing the same activity where she's having us read in front of the class, and then like it just goes, and it just came to her, and then like as always, everyone is like, okay, cool, we move to the next person and we'll skip her, right? And that is not what the like norm or something which Kanchan ma'am wanted to like accept. She was like, okay, wait, why are we skipping? And she like I don't remember there was a specific answer. She was like, oh, you'll read also. And then for the first time, as long as I have been in the same class as her, I saw her stand up and try to read, and I quickly realized she probably had a lower voice or like less confidence, so some variety of that. Again, like I've never been friends with her or had the courage to ask what was going on, but ma'am just stood next to her, like Kanchan Miss was next to her, and then she just had her read that entire paragraph. She was not like, oh, just one line and get it done and move on. She was like, oh, you will read. I let's do it. Like she did not make a big deal out of it, but she was like, we'll not skip you. Like we will go through you also. Like you'll read. And then she did it. And again, after a point of time, it just became a norm. Like she like my classmate, she quickly I don't know if she realized, but at least I realized that if it is her turn and it's just Kanchan Miss is having us read a paragraph, she goes also, and it just went on like, and we realized that she could read, she could speak. It was not very like a big loud noise, right? But or uh, uh, she did not have a big volume to it, but she could read and do everything, right? Like it was nothing out of the ordinary. It is just that it was just inconvenient, right? Like the class is on a hold because everyone is just supposed to be quiet so that we can hear something. But yeah, it went on, and then funnily enough, not funnily, interestingly enough, um, when I was in engineering college, she was studying nursing in the same university, and I had just walked by her and I heard her, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and again, like her friends in school could have heard her, but there are two things at play here, right? Like one, I heard her loud and clear while I was walking by. I don't know if she recognized me or not. And the next thing was, she was in a profession where not speaking up was not a thing, right? And like since like after that instance, I've always wondered like how much what Kanchan ma'am did for her, right? Like played a part in where she ended up being, or like just and again, like as I've mentioned, uh, I'm not friends with her to know enough about it, but I've always found it interesting where uh, sometimes like something which could feel very inconvenient, right, in the moment, could lay down a path for you where 10-15 years down the line you would be like, hey, I could not have even imagined I could have done something like this, right? So uh, for me it's more like that's the type of lesson I'm trying to get for myself, right? Like we often build these 10-year roadmaps focusing on this loud wins, the promotions, the savings, big trips. But that story reminded me that most important growth often happens in quiet, inconvenient moments, um, where someone or we ourselves, right, are simply refusing to uh, be skipped over. So as I move on to the execution phase of this roadmap, that's the kind of intentionality I'm aiming for. That is what I had for today, and I'll see you one last time, or maybe not one last time, but I'll see you one more time in the 10-year roadmap over this weekend, and I'll probably have a plan for how we proceed beyond that. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in a few days.